It's day 18 of Vlogmas. I feel like Christmas is right around the corner now. I still have a lot to do. I've got Christmas presents to shop for, a baking list to tackle. I even have baking supplies I still need to pick up. There's a lot to do, but I feel like today is my fresh start. It's the first day that I have felt a little more clear-headed after having the flu and just running around from one thing to another the last few days. So today is my fresh start. I am feeling a lot more ready to tackle what needs to get done. This morning, I made some 3-ingredient bagels, which I've been meaning to make for days. So I'm really happy I finally got that done. They are delicious and actually quite easy to make. I'll put the recipe that I used down in the description box below. I've been feeling a little disappointed lately because there are so many things I want to do, which is kind of the way I work at all times. But when I get sick, it's even worse because I just want to do all the things and I don't have the time or the energy. So I've accepted that I was sick. I couldn't do all of the things that I wanted to do, and I probably won't get everything I wanted to do done now in this last week before Christmas, but I'm gonna make a very good attempt. So I'm feeling good about today and moving onwards. I've got my laundry going. I washed my bathroom down a bit, or cleaned my bathroom, I should say. And I'm starting to figure out what needs to get done outside of the house. So I think this afternoon, I am going to tackle just a couple of things and try to cross them off my list. And then I will regroup and figure out what needs to get done for the rest of the time before the holidays. But I think I'm gonna get it done. It's gonna be good. This morning, I got some time to work on my knitting. I'm very happy to share that I put in the heel flap and heel turn on my first Advent sock. I finished that this morning. So now I can just pick up the self-striping yarn again and continue on. And I'm sure in a couple of days I will be caught up with the daily stripes. I think I'm just going to proceed with this one for a little bit, because as I mentioned before, doing the heel flap and gusset and all of that, it's just not my favorite. And I might keep hesitating if I have to put another one in. So the plan is to continue with this one. After I did that, I did pick up my habitation throw today. I haven't touched it, I think, in 2 days. And so this was a really nice break because I'm really enjoying this. And once I get into the flow of this again and get caught up on my stripes on my sock, then I'll pick up my second sock and do the heel flap and all of that again. I just feel like I need a break from it. But this is my habitation throw so far. I'm still working on the second color, which is day 2 of the Camijo Knit Advent. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this is a beautiful progress keeper from Soft Spoken. It's so pretty. And I'm just loving this. I'm ready to do another eyelet row. I've got a little bit more left of this yarn, but I'm pushing through quickly because I'm just so excited to see the next color. And I think that is the beauty about these kinds of projects, at least for me. It's any kind of striped project or mini project. You just can't wait to see the next color and how it works with the other colors and how they play together. And so it just keeps me moving along a lot quicker than an average project, I think. So I'm really enjoying this. So much fun. My friend Courtney from Little Raven Ink has started one as well, which is a lot of fun to follow along with. And speaking of Advent minis and projects that use minis, I have a very generous free pattern offer for you guys from my sweet friend Annie. She messaged me the other day and said that she was going to offer anyone here that was interested her mixed tape cowl, which is on Ravelry, for free if you're interested. It's a beautiful cowl, and I don't know how many minis it takes. Does it say? 10 minis. 10 minis of 10 grams each, so you can actually make this and another project with Advent minis. Let's see if I can share this with you here. Uh-oh. Okay, here it is. It's a beautiful cowl, and here is the lovely Annie. She has been a friend of mine and a supporter of my YouTube channel and my shop since day one. She is such a lovely person, and it's a beautiful pattern. So thank you so much, Annie, for offering this. If you are interested, you can go to Ravelry and check out the Mixed Tape Cowl by Annie Bakopoulos. I'll put the link down below. And if you use the code SANDY at the checkout, the discount code, you will be able to get this for free. That offer is available until Boxing Day, so December 26th. And I'm also going to add it to a bundle of patterns that I have on my Ravelry. I've been collecting patterns that use Advent minis or just minis in general, because I just find it really neat to have everything in one spot. So when you're searching for a project, you can go into a bundle and look for them. I know a lot of people have them, and I think I've been collecting patterns and putting them in there for a few months, because I do have a lot of beautiful Advent calendars. And even though I haven't used a lot of them, or I've just used bits and pieces of them, I'm hoping to do a lot more with them one day. So thank you, Annie, for sharing that discount code. And I hope you guys try it out or check it out. It's called the Mixtape Cowl. So I am going to check on my laundry. I think I'm pretty caught up around here for the day. I did open my Advent puzzle this morning, but I haven't had time to sit down and do it. I'm just trying to check off all the things and not overdo it. I know that I talk a lot about organizing. I'm interested very much in productivity. I've read so many books and articles, and I'm always someone who gets overly excited about new things. I just can't help myself. That's who I've been since I was young. I remember when I was younger, I would always sign up for extra classes and extra crafts and find new things to try. And sometimes my mom would be like, oh, another one, oh, another one. But it's just who I am. I get very easily excited about things. I want to try all of the things. I feel like it's such a privilege to do that. Just last night, for the second or third time, I had a cart full of perler beads. I keep stopping myself because I just don't have the time or the patience right now. Maybe one day I will, but I've been on Pinterest looking at really fun perler bead projects. I wanted to make coasters that look like quilt stars. Maybe in the new year, we will see. I still have beading supplies upstairs and fabrics to cut out for another quilt. New bags I want to try to make for the shop that are a little more patchwork inspired. But the dilemma that I always have is that I want to do so many things and there just isn't enough time to do them all. No matter how good I am at time management or time blocking, how ambitious I want to be or how ambitious I actually am. Sometimes you just have to slow down and do what's possible within a day. And I'm at that stage right now because I want to do so many things in December, but I got sick. I've had a lot to do with my parents this month, and yeah, there's just only so much you can do. But I do love that part of my life. I think it's what brings me joy and makes me happy, and I love trying new things. Like, I'm actually doing another Skillshare class right now. I've got a free trial, and I'm just kind of squeezing in as many classes as I can. But dinners need to be made, the house needs to be clean, Christmas needs to be organized. And so I'm gonna do whatever can get done while making sure to carve out time for myself, because making is so important to my mental health. It's what brings me joy. It's what sort of centers me and grounds me. And I really love my projects right now. So I am going to tackle a couple of things outside of the house, try to get home quickly and figure out what's for dinner, do some knitting, do some relaxing tonight, maybe make a few lists for the rest of the week, and plan a little gathering with my sisters and my nieces. We haven't really planned much, but we're all kind of scrambling to come together now, and I'm really looking forward to that tomorrow night. And that's about it. That's my little update after feeling super foggy-headed and fatigued the last couple of days. I hope that it hasn't been too boring, but it's everyday life. That's what happens around here. And yeah, hopefully there will be more fun things to come, but I'm gonna head out and hopefully get back here pretty soon. I'm just getting ready to head out, but I wanted to share a little update on my modified Sophie scarf. I'm pretty sure I shared this in my last video before Vlogmas, and I have been absolutely loving it. I wear it all the time. I think it's my most worn hand knit that I've ever made. I basically took the Sophie scarf pattern, which is this right here. You can see it is a triangle shape instead of the original shape, which is much longer and more narrow. And this is just turned into a triangle. And the way I did that is I just increased on every single right side row. I do have a Ravelry project page where I share my modifications. I share the yarn, the needle, but this is, I believe this is a fingering weight yarn, and I held it double. I don't remember the needle size that I used. It's a beautiful yarn from Primrose, but it is so perfect to wear. It doesn't get in the way of my coat. It adds a really nice bright pop of color, which is very similar to my favorite nail polish colors, this like very vibrant red. And I love it. So I'm taking this with me. I don't think it's super cold out, but I like to take something with me because it's so deceiving outside. One day it's a little more mild, and the next day it is freezing. It's much later. I've spent most of the afternoon shopping, and even though I didn't check off my entire list, I made a huge dent in it, and I got quite a few things done that were just random. So I got a couple of things for the boys that I've tucked away. I got a couple of things for my nieces to go with their gifts. Just a few other bits and pieces. I ended up going to Bath and Body Works to stock up on some of the 3-wick candles that were on sale. I went to my local Bath and Body Works the other day and they had 1 scent left. The entire store was stripped of all candles. So I was at another location and I saw some and I decided to stock up because these are great hostess gifts or just a little gift if you want to give something to someone, or if I'm giving a gift card or money, I like to put a little gift with it, and these are great. So I got some cinnamon spiced vanilla and some orange and ginger and a couple of others in that bag. Then I was walking by one of my favorite stores, Lush, and Glenn always refills a Christmas tin from Lush that I have with new bath bombs and a couple of bubble bars. And since I was there, I just decided to save him the trouble. So I got quite a few that he can wrap up in my tin. And then I also got myself this sweet wild orange hand balm. I tried it in the store and it smells so good. And I thought it would be perfect to just throw in my couch bag, my carry-all. I love these stickers that are on all of the products made by Riley D. But this one is really fresh. I love orange scented things, so I'm excited to have that. I am just pulling out random bits and pieces for leftovers tonight. I think I might use a bit from last night, see what else is in the fridge, maybe make some hot sandwiches with the leftover meat. And it's not going to be a quiet night, actually. Glenn is on his way home from work, and I wanted to head back out to Michael's because I didn't make it there. I've got a few little bits and pieces to pick up for our craft night tomorrow night, and Glenn mentioned he wanted to go out too. So I'm trying to convince him to maybe do a little shopping together. Maybe we'll grab a hot chocolate while we're out. Who knows? He might be very tired after his commute from downtown, but I'm gonna try to have dinner ready when he steps in so we can eat, and before he sits down and gets too comfortable, I'm going to try to whisk him back out, and we'll see. Maybe we will get a couple more things done, maybe we won't. But overall, I feel like I made some major progress on my Christmas shopping, and anything else I can just fill in on any given day.
Yeah, can I get a...
It's a late night for me. It's almost 9 o'clock. We got in about 15 minutes ago. We went to do some grocery shopping. I stopped in at Michael's to get a few things for tomorrow night. And we stopped at Baskin-Robbins for a little ice cream. We've just finished putting almost everything away. Glenn had a very generous gift card from work that they give out at Christmas time, and we've put all of the stuff away. Most of it was for the freezer or snacks, special items for the holidays. We have tons of cases of pop in case we have company, but also for us, we love flavored sparkling waters and different Diet Cokes. And what else did we get? I got a cranberry ginger ale. Glenn got this lychee sparkling water and a coconut pineapple one. So he's going to put those in the fridge later. He also picked out pajamas for him, Camden, and James. And then I got a bunch of stocking stuffers for the boys too. I like to put things in their stockings that they use, like even just their shampoo and body wash and things like that. They gave us free batteries because we spent a certain amount of money. And these are always handy at this time of year for all of my little fairy lights. And I already have most of what we need for our craft night tomorrow, but I wanted some sparkles, so I got these little, this is, I think, a glitter glue. This is a glitter paint. This is like dot paint, so you can put dots or you can write with this. I got some little bells for our nutcrackers. And I got these little glitter glue pens, which you can use kind of like paint too. So just a few little extras to go along with things that we already have. I have quite a few paints upstairs. I think some of the girls are bringing some craft supplies, some paints and brushes. So I feel like we'll have plenty. And I'm sure I can dig up a few more little bits and pieces for the nutcrackers if we would like. So I am just going to quickly open my advents, get ready for bed, try to get cozy for the night because I've been on the go since early this afternoon and I am ready to sit down and put my feet up. I think I'll do my puzzle tomorrow morning, but I'm going to open my advents and end it off here. So I will see you guys tomorrow.